What's going on, guys? This is your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like Kevin Stefanski is not escaping the Shedeur Sanders sabotaging situation. One NFL player opens up about it, that is Jarvis Landry, made it his business in a recent interview to talk about that situation. Now, all of us over here, I don't want to hear what nobody got to say. We're going to report on this because that was a profound moment. And to me, I feel like what Kevin Stefanski did definitely put a stain on Shedeur Sanders' rookie season, because instead of him receiving first-team reps, instead of him going out there being all he could be, he had to throw a kink in the road. Shedeur came into the draft with heavy momentum. Now, his momentum didn't slow down, but it definitely got tainted somewhat because of Kevin Stefanski sabotaging. Now, with that being said, shout out to JK over on Twitter. He shared this post here of Jarvis Landry speaking about the Kevin Stefanski situation, and he went off.
You know, picking on the coach, what's his name again?
Kevin Stefanski.
That shit bothers me, right? You know, even the shit he had going on with Shedeur, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And if you have a guy there that could be your franchise maker, that can change the organization, you know, and I'm not sure what was going on in his brain or why he didn't want to play him or whatever, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. But I have a problem with coaches like that. Like, to me, his resume is not good to me at all. Just being real.
Yeah.
And he gets another shot at coaching where, you know, it was guys like me and you who have great-ass resumes, right? And didn't get another shot or not playing at all. So when I see shit like that, man, that shit had me hot.
Yeah.
So he'd definitely be one of those coaches I would not ever want to play for.
Ever. Man, I would say, you know what? I would say, like, being in Cleveland and playing there, you know, he was cool to be around. It's like you say, it's like it just almost felt like, you know, as much as he knew what he was doing, right, he really maybe didn't, right? And I think that, like, sometimes, you know, some of these coaches or most of these coaches get put in a position too soon, right? True. You know, they have success as a position coach, right? And then they get thrown into this head coaching role where, you know, you expect most of these coaches that's younger to be more personable, right? More relatable with their players. Yeah. And in most cases, it just doesn't work out that way, right? And I know, like, my time in Cleveland, especially in the beginning, man, it was great. Like, he ended up winning Coach of the Year. You know, we ended up going to the playoffs. And then for some reason, then after, bro, it just kind of felt like, you know, the spark between the connection between the players and the coaches just kind of started to dim out, right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if he'd be a great coach in the league, right? But I do think he knows a lot about offense, right? I think, you know, I don't know how much he is involved into the analytical side of things, but I know in Cleveland that was a huge part. So, you know, I think that played a part in some of the decisions that he may have been forced to make, even with the Shedeur Sanders thing, right? Yeah. Either forced to make or persuaded to make, you know what I mean? Yeah. But we'll see, right? Last year in Cleveland, you know, he's a coach of the year. I think he's 2-time coach of the year, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, Atlanta will be another good indicator about, you know, where his, you know, coaching career is headed, you know, because that team as well is a team that's struggling, need to find somebody to fill that head coaching position and that quarterback position too.
The Atlanta situation is very similar to what went down in Cleveland. Now he brought in Tua. Tua finna possibly be in a situation to battle against Michael Penix Jr. And I feel so bad for Michael Penix Jr. But this is what we're dealing with guys and coaches like Kevin Stefanski, man. And I don't want to hear nobody saying, John, man, you be going too hard on K-Fed. I don't want to hear it, man. No, we're going to keep applying pressure. Now, Deebo went on his podcast, and he spoke about Shedeur as well in these last couple of days. Let's listen.
Dylan Gabriel ain't even there, huh?
It's Deshaun Watson and Shedeur and Shedeur's team.
Why you ain't giving no respect to Dylan
That's
Gabriel,
what I'm telling you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If Dylan,
you get something, put his name and say his name.
Dylan Gabriel.
Name.
Dylan Gabriel don't got to be on the team. He could slide. Third string quarterback is not about to be the reason why we're tripping.
Ain't that what they were saying about Shedeur, third string quarterback? Ain't gonna be the reason why we
I'ma
up
tell you
here
this.
getting all this media, and that was why your boy over there, Stefanski, was like, "Yo, I don't want this. I don't need this. This is the third string quarterback." What Dylan Gabriel's fiance was saying about all the teammates wanting him to actually be the starter was a lie.
Dylan might have false reported how many teammates wanted him to be the starting quarterback to his old lady. You gonna go tell your lady how you feel? Like, nah, baby, I'm killing them in practice.
And if you good at lying to yourself, that's
what I'm saying. I'm not trying to put that on, but like, yeah.
And then they went and set my man up, get his house knocked in, trying to knock his confidence for the
that's
game.
just people being foul.
Inside job.
Facts.
I'm looking at you as a head coach. It's like, this is the dumbest motherfucker in the world.
It's the most disrespectful motherfucker in the world. How do you do this?
Your head coach creating more drama.
You
only got two quarterbacks on your team. All you had to do was say, yes, Shedeur is the backup.
He's going out of his way to create something. And then at the same time, like, when we're protecting, when he was the third string quarterback, don't have him available to speak to the media.
I was trying to be even killed with it, but yo, they really do not like this cat, man.
They don't like him. And they just got rid of my good man, Greg Newsome, too.
That's that shit you was talking about in Cleveland, how they don't know what the hell they're doing, period.
They obviously don't know what they're doing. Like, from this, it's just all bad moves. It's bad business.
I'm looking at you as a head coach. It's like, this is the dumbest.
Everybody in the media world is looking at that Cleveland situation as being horrendous, always have been and always will be, man. Whatever the case may be, we just got to wait and see, man. We just got to wait and see, because it is going to be an interesting storyline for the 2026 NFL season.
Brown's ESPN reporter that still thinks they need to solve the quarterback issue.
No, they should not draft a quarterback with those picks. Absolutely not.
I think these guys get this shit wrong all the time.
Yeah.
You're not going to get Moore or Mendoza, so who is this quarterback you're going to draft?
Yeah.
Whoever wrote that made that statement without doing what we just did.
Like, bro.
Talking. Yeah. Like, Cleveland, dealing with the reporters and the media in Cleveland is misery. And every year they looking for a fresh start, no matter who it is and where they at. And that's what that quote is. Man, that's just talk. That's Cleveland banter. That's just something to keep them papers turning over in Ohio, man. It's a bunch of BS.
This would be like relevant if they had like the #1 pick and it was like, oh, yeah, Shedeur or Mendoza.
Yeah.
They don't. So what the fuck is you talking about, brother?
Brown's ESPN reporter that still thinks.
Guys, get down in the comments section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this, man. Keep them bells on. I will be back with more content throughout the day. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, dog. Peace out.